game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Mike is 59, Mike the 59. He's chucking
it. There. Lee Griffin.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
3rd and 14.
You come on, set. 30 base.
Single. He's coming.
Hey, lock it.
Joker.
Go.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Bilal Nichols. Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta.
I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep. SOS.
Get out.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Hard.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. 44, Mike, 44.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Twisting away. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Squeeze.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is Cohen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
60 outlaw. Yep. Hey, Charlie.
Mike, check. 59. Go.
Snap.
From just shy of midfield, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 37.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big... turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Lock in. Bravo.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check safety, check safety. Check it backer, check it backer.
One.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check 52. 6 guys. Check.
Shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. The first throw for the backup Foles. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Under.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting down past the 45. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
No. It's on 1.
Check 43.
Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check 13. 13.
Here's Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come on, boy. Silent, silent. Where'd he go?
Now Foles. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Watch the twist. Check.
Hey, silver. Under.
Foles. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them, because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Back. Yeah, go, let's go.
He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
What we got?
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We got this.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
He's coming, double up. Shift, watch the shift. Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
44. Watch the run, watch the run. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Barber. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the 1st play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now, finally, he'll be forced to go down, just protecting the football, hitting the turf. It's a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight. Hey, Keaton. Hey, Orvin.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the path.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Blue. Hey, I-7.
They try again with Cohen. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The open man is Westbrook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one's high, but not very far. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Big ass. Hatch it.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Check safety.
Look at me. Go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Tight dog. Yeah, go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's just me and you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, 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 kill.
Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it makes the score 21-10. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. Rock it, rock it. Check 13, check 13. Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Exit. Watch the twins. Check. Hey, lock it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on second down, Foles. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Back to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Go! 180! Alert! That's right, baby. They don't want it. Blue.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Chicago, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard